Hello everyone, all over the world. It's me, Hi GPS. It's been a while. Been very busy with stuff. And I thought I'd just cast a game that was kind of funny. So, this is a game from our last session. It was a couple of weeks ago, I think. So it was like, let's see. Yeah, it was actually on the 31st, actually. So we had a couple of games, and they were kind of fun. And you'll notice the abundance of spies, actually. We have quite the amount of spies. Agent of Chaos, RGB, Psyche, CP, not Cappy, Ham, World of Bob. And of course, this is Manned Machines, a custom game mode that we made that features one team of giant robots that are bullshit, that fight against a ton of humans who have gotten buffs who are also bullshit. But some bullshittery is stronger than other bullshittery. And we're just gonna cast this game and see how it goes. So you can check this out. Link is in the description for the Discord when we have rehost sessions. Hasn't been that many of them lately because I've been very busy with like real work stuff and other work stuff. But we are having some sessions now and then, so be sure to invite your friends, and if you think this looks fun, be sure to join, because it is a lot of fun. So here, the goal here is like normal TF2, you capture the point. So here we have a little scuffle here, where we have the Hoovy just making everybody laugh, tagging and stunning them, because you know that's fun mechanics, and then the other robots just kind of killing them. So there's a couple of people here, especially I Am the Awesome, he will be more interesting later. He holds some charity events, which one escapes me at the moment. So here they are, just capping. Spy comes in, gets a stab, and of course in this mode, whenever a spy stabs someone, you get a bit of a defensive shield, because during playtests we noticed that if a good player is on a robot and you stab them, they just turn around and then you just die, basically. So, here we have a Bazooka Joe, 2002. He just shoots that, and we're also already seeing that spies are almost like snipers. Oh, the French. Comes in and goes for another stab, because in this mode, the ambassador doesn't have the fall off, so it's still like super, super good. And of course, Zan the Man wants to get this health pack, which heals the same amount regardless of health, so it's not really a big point. But look at this! Boom! That's right, if the Hoovy taunt kills, everybody just explodes in a huge radius. And here, of course, we have the mini-medic, which is being tweaked to being not overpowered or trash. Can never quite seem to get it right in this mode. So, basic standard push here, heavy on the point for the robots. Some harassment going around on the side, of course it's spies. Of course, the mini-medic has no weapons and two spies, so he just gets sandwiched and can't really do much. And of course, I'm using something I'm going to be working for a trailer, so I have like more camera angles to work with. So here we have Quake Pro, whoa! And then we have like super up close sniper diaper. Or we can just use the normal point of view. So we have a couple of heavies here. Of course, heavy is very good in this mode, but this robot also very good at that. And also, what? Okay, so you get like 90 health, and you have like, you know, 4,000, so it's a lot to heal up in just a small health pack. So it's not really worth it. So here we have one of the tanks. This is E-Executioner. He sucks against buildings, but he basically one-shots almost everything else. Kills that spy in one hit. Kills the heavy in 2 hits. And then kills the soldier, and then gets killed himself. So tanks, they have a lot of health, usually some gimmick, but they can't really cap. So you just have to create space for their other team. So let's try this angle. Bam! Okay, that was a bit close. So here we're in the helicopter view. You see him laughing. Oh, but he gets shot. And then the double spy backstab. Look at this, spies, man. These spies knows what's up. Like, one stab, one guy goes for the stab and the other just backs off, or the guy who does the stab backs off. Let's the other one go around here. And there's so much friends. There's almost like baguette coming out of the wars. Look at that. Oh, wee wee. And of course, the third degree crits. And of course, the mini-medic at this point in the patch doesn't have a lot of health, so if you heal someone and the pyro just walks up and hits your target, you just fucking die. Which seems to be the answer. And of course here we have the Terminator, which is probably one of the cooler bots. So it has a lot of resistances for bullets and explosives, a little bit of fire. And his shtick is that you get a target, and if you kill the target, you heal. So there we have the humans setting up, robots coming in for a push here. Here you have a sentry buster in the back, so it's dead. But generally, like the orange or brown robots, with the color scheme are good against buildings. Everyone else is sort of meh. Because we, in the playtests, found out that if robots don't have reduced damage to buildings, they just literally walk up to wherever they want and just kill buildings. And Ham says this is so peak because he's being a little bit of a spy. And there you can see he actually got a kill, so he got Ubered and healed a lot. So here comes the spy, goes in, and that's the target. So whenever he sees the target, he gets a speed boost and he gets mini crits. And you can think his target is close by. There comes the spy, gonna be bullying him down here in the corner. And that's sort of like the theme here. Spies bullying robots. And then the pyro is like, beep boop, be going spies. And he's like, thank you. Meanwhile, robots are struggling to just get on the point here because there's a couple of new players that we see in this mode. And the way you play robots is a bit different from normal TF2. Normal TF2, you have like these, oh, I'm taking damage, I should retreat. But here it's like, nah, you just gotta stand on the point and capture and die and repeat. Because you have a lot of health, you can sustain it. And we see it time and time again that this is like the standard thing that happens a lot. And robots not really working on the objective. Like, if you try to go for kills, like the humans are always faster than you. When you're going for like the power classes that can sustain an area and you just lose. So you gotta go for the objective. So this is one of the new robots we added. Paint Can named Huey is also named Paint Can Huey. So this is one of the guys that actually helps us with animation fixes. So Huey here made the... oh, here we have Sexton Hale! Look, it's Sexton Hale! We put him in the game and you can do Brave Jump! Yeah! And you have 4 seconds and he's a boss and he can't cap but he can't punch people! Yeah, and that's the end of the first round. So what I was going to say about Huey is that he's made like fixes for MVM robots, added animations where there aren't none, fixed a bunch of issues that Valve didn't do because, you know, Valve robots MVM, they only made what they felt like making. So weapons that robots didn't use, they didn't make animations for. So yeah, now the teams have been switched, and of course if you don't have the ASS pack or asset pack, you don't actually see or hear Saxon Hale, because we do have like some custom stuff here. But here we have a familiar face playing the engineer, and we're going to be watching Ian here as the others move out here. So we have it's a fairly good good setup here, and I don't think he's played this mode before. So basically, how it works, in case you're new as well, is that you can only build exits as an engineer, because we found that if you have an entrance, spies just run past and you can't really run back and sustain it. And also, engineers, they upgrade buildings like really, really fast. So as long as you hit them with a wrench, for some reason, Ian just can't get it down. But here, he builds it. If he would have whacked it once, it would have completed building. But yeah, we have like a custom effect here, because this is normally just blue in the basic game. But let's see how the robots handle this. So here we have the spy entourage. Oh, ho, ho. High ground. Oh, wee wee. Oh, look at this shooting from up ground with the scope like this. Oh, look, it's the 3 spies. Boom, boom, boom. Ambassador. Oh no, sacre bleu. Fire, only weakness. Ha, just kidding. We all have this dead ringer. And then the pyro just dies. And the taunt, yeah, okay. And then, okay, and boom! Yeah, nice. So far, the humans haven't really gained a lot of ground. You killed a robot, but they also lost 3, so that's even. Because we tried to aim for 3 humans per robot. But, you know, human skill is if, oh, you popped the Uber too late, Knez! Oh, how stupid! Oh, more spies. Yes. So meanwhile, this is going to be the focus of this video because that's why I wanted to show it. Like, poor Ian the Awesome. He is going to get bullied so much by spies. So that's sort of the focus here. So he's just kind of hanging out here, and we have the spy just hanging out. He's repairing, and there's 2 spies nearby. The humans are going to be pushing in. What happened down in the water? Anyway. So you have Chucky here trying to do something. Can't really do much, but this is a very good defense. You have like the teleporter could probably be in a better spot. But yeah, here you can see the robots just teleporting in, so you just stay in spawn and you crouch. And you get teleported and you get some Uber, and then you're back in the fight. And there's no cooldown, so like everybody can do it at the same time. So you could potentially, we've seen this happen, where all robots are in spawn except the engineer, and then the engineer builds a teleporter, and they all just like, boop, show up at once. So there's another sap. Sap, and he's like, oh, okay, I gotta fix. There we go, fixes that. And then he just stands there and shoots. There's another spy just standing on top of this. And there's a third spy. Oh yeah, if the spy takes it, he also gets Uber, and because people say, oh, that's a stupid feature, nobody else uses that, so you get buff. And then there's like 4 spies bullying Ian here. And they had a fun, but luckily Chucky is here to use fun against fun. And stop this shenaniganery. Yeah, so still Ian just kind of hanging out, working on his sentry, and he has his friends there. They're bunkered down. And for the engineer in this mode, usually the teleporter is like the most important part of this whole thing. So here we have Despache just standing here and being a sniper because this thing doesn't ever fall off. And the enemy team or blues have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spies, I think. Yeah, something like that. And then the spies just realize that, oh, if we go to spawn, we can teleport in and just constantly have Uber. Because this is so generous. And there's no cooldown. Yeah, there go a couple of more spies. And they have haste, so they can just gun you down. But of course, Chucky Milk, the answer to fun is anti-fun. So he just stabs them and they die. And he explodes. But oh no! A stab! But oh no! Got duked! Boom! I've never seen so many taunt kill explosions back to back here. So I guess the counter to getting harassed with like spies just mass harassing the engineers just to have a hoovy at the exit and just Chucky's like, how much France? And the spies are like, oh, the French. Alright, so at this point it's pretty hard to contest this with robots. You kind of need a boss or like some fast robot and a bunch of crits to just wipe this. So it's pretty lost. So we have the burglar, which is like a cool one because like whenever you punch someone, he gets haste and a resistance or effect corresponding. So he can kind of like run in here and start punching people. Don't do a lot of 2 sentries though, because that's sort of the balance. You want to avoid the sentries or do anything with them. But yeah, you can see like punches a medic, gets healed, punches heavy, gets bullet resist, punches different stuff. Gets different things. So basically on you all the time, gets kills. Eventually gets taken out. And playing a sniper here is going to be very tricky because look at the amount of pressure you're getting. Like you're not allowed to do anything. But we have the hoovy. Oh, look at this. He goes in. Boom. Oh no. If anyone gets too close, boom. He actually gets 1. He gets RGB as well. So great taunt punch there. You also have other robots that combos better, like that have on-kill effects. Like the KGB heavy that allows you to get crits. So like if you combo those 2, you can like be a lot more mobile and lethal. So here we are moving on to the last defense here. Of course, Ian having to do the best because engineer is really the one holding it together. And then of course, like you usually have some roamers like Huey here really liked how the Demo Knight bot feels. It's a bit faster, and you can charge in, and like swing, and get some heads, and carry off of that. And also, if robots kill humans that have a lot of heads, like either for Eyelander or whatever weapons, like Bazaar Bargain, the Diamondback, and stuff like that, the robots get a neat little buff depending on how many heads their target had. So capture happens here, and of course, look at this! It's spy harassing the engineer. Who would have thought? And oh look, there's the spawn. And he just goes, whoop, And now he's here with haste and Uber, and he can just they can just do this on repeat. And they do, because this is the internet, and players on the internet basically they find like really weird stuff that you wouldn't assume them doing. So somehow it's sapped, but you can sap it again. So it's sapped, but you can still sap it. So Ian here is a true trooper. He's kind of just stuck here. But then again, like when you have this many spies, or we've gone down a spy, we had more than 5, now we only have 5. And of course, this is the balance mod, or a deviation, so you can throw the sapper to only stun it. And the red tape recorder doesn't do a lot of damage, and this building has a lot of health. But here we go, another Ubered spy. So it might be that this is a bit strong, but generally you don't really need this teleporter at the end there. So humans pushing in, trying to do something here. Robots are fairly low. So usually like a strategy that we don't really see that often, but it's you don't want to kill the robots one by one. You generally want to bring everybody low and then wipe them all at once. So it's a bit different strategy. Of course, you can just shoot and kill stuff, but they have a lot of health. So if you aren't getting any ground, it's going to be a bit tricky. But you can see here that like the robots are barely hanging on, and the humans just aren't attacking. If all the humans just literally attacked at any point in time, they would have had this, but instead they want to build up here and stuff. And of course we have the spies here. Gets lit on fire and just immediately deleted. And the pyro here is trying to hold on. And here we have a bucket and Huey. Can't really do much. Uber comes in, but then you scare him with the woo spooky dice, and then loses everything. And you would think it's over for the robots, but robots have bullshit to deal with this. So you would think like this is over. And actually, pretty good headshot there with the Jaybird sniper. And now the robots have sort of like respawning, and now like how it works is that you have free robots that don't cost anything, and every time you die you get coins, robot coins, and then better robots that are just objectively better just costs money. So if the robots have been sucking and dying a lot, they can afford better robots that, and if they die with the robot, then they revert back to the free one. So it's like a wave thing, like you spend some resources to become stronger for a little bit. So how on earth are the robots going to defend this? Well, they're just going to send in a bunch of melee bots and just bully the humans off the point. And yeah, I mean, that's it. A bunch of storylines happening here. This sentry has been shooting for a while. And yeah, they stabilized. So robots usually have they have like, you know, it's like 130 something robots. You always have like an answer for whatever the humans are doing, and with all the unlocks for humans, okay, red sentry buster, also thanks to Huey who was making that. And because humans are not stupid, we have to reduce the arm time. But here's another one, because they have a lot of money. So Chucky Milk here, who's probably the #1 cheeser, I would say, of unconventional strategies. He uses like strategies that don't make a lot of sense. Like he would rather blow himself up 100 times than pick a robot that can hold the same amount of kill power without dying. But yeah, you can see like the robot here. Oh, it's getting camped. The 2 robots are here. That means they're not defending. And oh no, it's only Ian and the sniper getting ambushed by spies and the majority of blue team. But here we have Lobotomy coming out as Lister. And we also have me, Chucky Milk on me. Actually, stop memeing for a second and picked a decent robot. And oh, almost dead. Still alive, and now the robots are back. So, of course, this map here is extremely robot favored, because it's inside, there's not a lot of room to move around, and we see that, like, some maps are very human favored. Others are not really. You gotta pay attention, bro. Yeah, some human favored, some robot favored, but we like to have fun, and of course we're still developing the game mode, and it's extremely hard to balance because of skill levels. Like if you have a team of only good robots or only bad robots, it's pretty hard. So humans take it. We got to see extreme bullying. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Join the Discord and Steam group and the stream whenever that happens.